Welcome to Friday Night Light, the last episode. Please hang in there with me because guess what? Sad things happened to me today. I tried to make this Friday Night Light intro extra special. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I brought it outside. And I said, I'm going to do my intro from like a totally different place than this little like spotlight thing that I have. And so I brought it outside. I had my wife, my family out there. We got on the lake. I tried out my son's paddleboard like for the first or second time ever to give an awesome intro to start off our last, final, and Memorial Day weekend, Friday Night Lights. And this is what happened. Now I have to say, just a caution. For those of you who are a little bit squeamish or afraid of violence or sudden shocks, you may want to sit down for this. Here we go.
Hello, high school youth group, Friday Night Light on Memorial Day weekend. Man, I'm so glad that we're finally here, making it to summer. This is the last one, and I'm glad that we could be together. Kind of drifting away from me here, so I'm just going to kind of back up a little bit. This is actually my son's paddleboard. I've been on it like once, so I'm like totally like trying to figure out how to do.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So as you can see, I was like, you know what? This is probably better than what I was going to do. That Micah was driving around in his little kayak and bumped me, and I don't know what I'm doing on that thing and fell off. So there it is. Welcome. Thank you for watching this last one. We have some cool things lined up for you. We're going to do all the usuals. Two truths and a lie. Weird things my kids have shown me. We're going to talk a little bit about Zoom. So thank you for hanging with us. Miss you guys. I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope this week was good with all the sunshine. I hope you're happy. Happiness. Just finding some way to give happiness to others and be happy yourself. I hope that's so much for you. And I'm looking forward to what we have for tonight. Stick with us. So this is the last two truths and a lie questions for Friday Night Lights. We have special guests tonight. Not Michael Jordan, but Reverend Jordan. That's a shout out to you, Kissimmee, for watching The Last Dance, MJ and the Bulls from the 90s. So Reverend Jordan is going to be with us. She has given us the answers to the same three questions that our youth leaders answered over the past 4 weeks. And so here they are. Number one, where have you gone that was one of the most physically dangerous situations for you? And her reply was that she went on a missions trip to Kenya when she was 17 years old, shortly after she had had back surgery. And then the three words elephants, lions, and spiders were mentioned in her answer. That's question number one. Number two, what was the most unique and delicious food that you tried? And she was saying that she was doing some community organizing and service and that type of thing, and it was in a guest home, and they presented some chocolates, which were delicious. It wasn't until the end that she found out the unique part, which would be that they were chocolate-covered crickets. Yum. And last is, are you the type of person that gets ill when you're around people who have gotten ill? And her answer is nope. Iron stomach. Check out the tattoos I have. Can't get those if you can't handle a little blood. So, all right, those are her three answers. And I can't wait to hear the stories behind the truths and which one is the lie. So, check back later. So Jordan will be with us at the end of our time to reveal the lie and the two stories behind the truths from our three questions. So I want to talk about Zoom chat. Once again, who would have known that Zoom would allow me to set up 4 meetings at the exact same time, but say, oh, you cannot actually do all 4 or 2 at the same time. So sorry about that, guys. So let's talk Zoom chat. I know you had some expectations coming in. Maybe some of you thought it was going to be longer. We all thought it was going to be small groups instead of all the craziness. I know a lot of you guys are online doing schoolwork in the very same way and having teachers say, hey, come and meet and be with your classmates and talk with us and all that. And so I'm still trying to figure out like how to make it not school, but also a place where we can connect. And I had some questions lined up that the youth leaders could have gone through with you guys. I mean, just like conversation things. What do you do for fun? That type of stuff. Gratitude. Maybe some of the things that are struggling to work through. That type of thing. But I wanted it to be more than like a school check-in. And unfortunately, it was just kind of crazy. So I want to work towards this because I miss you guys. And I know the youth leaders miss you guys. And I think we miss each other, you know, and it's not going to be Sunday hanging out on the blue couch or tan couch type thing, but it can still be fun and genuine. I also had a game lined up that we could have done, like this drawing game where you have to like draw something and everyone else has to figure out what it is. So like Pictionary through Zoom type thing. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, you know, through text or something. I'd like to do at least a check-in like Monday or Sunday rather, Sunday night, even though it's Memorial Day weekend. And so I'll be sending that text out to you. Actually, you guys probably have already gotten the text since it's Friday that you're watching this, most likely. So yeah, I just want to have this be good, you know. I thought about maybe doing like a little podcast type thing, like a literal 1 minute podcast where I just kind of be like, hey, checking in with you. Here's an awesome thought. And that's it. Something where you're tasked with, you know, contacting one teen or the youth leaders are checking in on their small groups during the week. Got a whole bunch of stuff on my hard drive up here, but, you know, trying to process it to make it good for you, not just busy stuff. That is just another thing that I'm dealing with and you're dealing with. That's my rant about that. So here is now our last weird things that my kids are exposing me to during this quarantine. So this one is going to be a little different in that it's more of a reminder of some amazing things that I would never have had in my house except that I have these little guys with me. And so the first one I'm going to show you, it's three things. The first one I'm going to show you is these little pops, ice pops. I would never have these in my house. I do not like these. This is like pure sugar in liquid form, colored liquid. But they love them, little treat. You end up getting them treats. You don't know what to do with them. So they convinced me that the green ones are the best. So this one is not frozen, but ice pops. Maybe you love ice pops. Maybe you eat them constantly. Good for you. Ice pops. One of the weird things back in my life. Here's a weird thing that I knew the name of, but never knew they're actually real. And that is Scooby Snacks. Scooby Snacks. I cannot believe they're Scooby Snacks. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, they did everything for Scooby Snacks on Scooby-Doo, the cartoon, and now we can eat them downstairs. Unfortunately, no matter how many of these I give to my kids, I cannot get them to do anything because of this. Last but not least, this would be called a New England favorite, and this would never have been in my house except that the need to expose my children to a little bit of New England culture, such as it is, made me purchase this and taste it again for the first time. And that is Fluff. Specifically, Fluff and peanut butter together in the famous or infamous Fluffernutter sandwich. So, you know, melted marshmallow, peanut butter, white bread. OMG. So good. I'll take a little bite now. So you have to try this if you have not in a long time. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, weird things for my kids. Go out and make yourself a fluffernutter. All right, we're going to wrap it up with Jordan in just a second. Okay, so we are at the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to hear from Reverend Jordan, and you've already heard her answer, so now you can just say hello to Jordan. Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good, good. Good to have you with us on our final Friday Night Lights. Thanks so much for being a part.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so just to review, you said for your 3 answers, the physically dangerous situation was the missions trip to Kenya. The most unique and delicious meal that you've enjoyed was chocolate that you discovered was chocolate-covered crickets. And number 3, do you get sick when other people get sick in front of you? And you said no, iron stomach. So, what is the lie? Of the 3, which one is the lie?
The lie is that I do not have an iron stomach. In
What?
fact, I have almost passed out during several tattoo sessions.
No way. No way.
Yeah, I hate needles. I hate the sight of blood. I hate any of that. So most of my tattoos, they were definitely difficult things to get through.
No way. I cannot believe it.
Yes,
Like with
yes.
all the time you've been in a tattoo parlor, I never would have guessed that. That is an awesome 2 truths and a lie right there. I don't think any of you as teens would have picked that. Totally. Like other ones we've kind of guessed, but this one blew me away. So let's hear the stories. Like Kenya. I also went to Kenya and I did a summer in Kenya. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So when I was 17, I went with an organization through the United Church of Christ called Global Ministries. And I went for 2.5 weeks to a town called Chuka, Kenya. And it was through the Rubati Teachers College. And basically what we did was we were there helping to build a medical clinic while also just getting to learn from the people who lived there. Most of the children who are in that community don't have an opportunity to go to school past elementary school. So this Rubati Teachers College was actually a place where teachers learned how to be teachers.
Oh,
so
cool.
It was just an amazing experience. And I actually, speaking of tattoos, I have angel wings on my back. And that was my first tattoo I ever got. And that is because my African name that I was given while I was there when I was 17 was Malaika, which is Kiswahili for angel.
Wow. That is so cool. You didn't get the tattoo in Kenya though.
No, I did not.
Later.
No.
Awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. And then your second story was, oh man, so this one's real then. This is the one I thought was fake. Chocolate covered crickets.
Yeah, this is so real.
Ooh.
In fact, when I was living in New Brunswick, I did community organizing where I went around to different neighborhoods to get to know people and basically help people register to vote. That was one of my main things. And for many people who lived there, if somebody comes to your door, you invite them in, right? So I was invited in to this house with one of my friends, and they laid out some food for us to eat, and it would be very rude to not eat the food. And there was a little bowl of chocolates, and I was like, man, chocolate sounds so good right now. And so I just started eating them, and nobody said anything until the very end of our time together, and they revealed to me that they were chocolate covered crickets. So it was so good. I just had no idea that that's what I was eating.
So delicious and gross at the same time.
Absolutely.
Grossly delicious, deliciously gross. So
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God. So, obviously we've been talking, and you have just recently moved into West Hartford. Have you had, is West Hartford for you right now? I know under the circumstances you're not traveling around and visiting things as much, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so we're so excited to be here, and I can't wait for things to open up. We're within walking distance of like the center of West Hartford.
Right,
so
right.
We go walking around and we look at all the places we want to go when we open back up. But we're so happy to be here, especially with the weather being so nice. We can spend a lot of time outside, and even from like a distance, we can have conversations with our neighbors and get to know people. So it's been pretty great, and we're looking forward to learning more about West Hartford.
Yeah, definitely. When as things open up and all that, we'll definitely love to have you be a part. Sometimes we do like a Ben and Jerry's and sit in the park a little bit with the teens and that type of thing. So we'd definitely get you involved in that.
I am so in.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, you had mentioned, we had been talking a little bit about the Zoom meeting that we did last Sunday, which teens, obviously, a lot of chaos there. But yeah, we'd love to have you maybe do a pop-in on one of our Zoom meetings as we get that up and running smoothly, just to say hi, meet some of the teens, since we can't do a face-to-face quite yet. We'd love to have you be a part of that. That'd be awesome.
I would love that so much.
So, what is it like? One last question. What is it like with the little guys and West Hartford and all that? I mean, adjusting, crazy.
Yeah, so it's anybody who has ever moved knows that it's not super fun to move, right? Packing everything up, figuring out where you're going to put everything. It can be sort of a stressful thing to do, but then also having a 2-year-old, and I mean, we moved when Titus was like 11 weeks.
Oh, baby.
11 weeks, 12 weeks. So it was made that much more difficult. And the day that we moved, it was pouring down rain.
Yes.
So it was definitely just like all sorts of things happening at the same time. But once we got everything in, we were able to just have a huge sigh of relief. And I think Malachi and Titus really like that we have a bigger place here. So they're doing well. They love running around.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a part today. That was awesome. Thanks for taking a little time out. I appreciate it so much. And we look forward to more interaction and doing some stuff. We'll be doing some new stuff soon, so we'd love to have you be a part.
Absolutely. I am so excited to be here, and I am so excited to get to know everyone better and just do some really exciting things together.
Awesome. All right. Thanks so much, Jordan. We'll talk to you soon. So that was Reverend Jordan. Great stories. I'm so glad she could just take a few moments out from her kids and all her responsibilities just to say hi and share some fun stories with us. Hopefully we'll be seeing more of her and all the other things we do this summer. And then as we move into whatever happens in the fall, maybe we can have some visits from her when we get live once again. So that's it. This is the end of our Friday Night Lights as it is now. We may have something different. I'd love to have more of you involved and less of this, but I'm glad that you are watching, those of you who did. You have some good things inside of you, and I am willing to throw myself on YouTube to try to inspire you with kindness, with happiness, with some spiritual practice or mindfulness, to try to get you to the place where you are able, even in quarantine, to tap into that goodness, give kindness, offer happiness to the people around you and the people online that you interact with, and change things. I believe in you guys. Thank you so much for being the youth group of AHCC, my youth group. Love you guys much. Peace.